So Antoine, it's a pleasure to have you here, obviously at ISC, and thank you for coming in. Thank you for providing a really good insight for the people that don't know. You're working with Ariane Space and again Ariane Group in regards of launch campaigns, and we'll talk about your main theme was a launch campaign beyond customer service, right? So again, pleasure to have you. Maybe for the people, a quick introduction, your background. I would love to hear your story. Just personally, how did you ended up working with Arianespace?
Yeah, but first, thank you very much for the organization for this event. It's the first time I know for you, so it's a big challenge. Thanks to invite me to participate. I try to explain something very simple, very attractive about launch campaign. Lot of people talk about satellite program, space program, but not a lot of people have the chance to see, to follow a launch.
Yep.
That's why today I try to explain what we do exactly in French Guiana in the European spaceport. I try to explain it, and now more people can imagine what we do.
Yes.
For a quick introduction, I finished my study like aerospace engineer in Paris, in France. Then after I had the opportunity to go to French Guiana for my final internship at school. And during the final internship for the French agency, the CNES, a guy who worked for the quality control company proposed me, would you like to stay here? We have a job for you.
Okay.
Yes, of course, when you're a student, you say, oh yes, crazy.
A new job? Okay,
yeah,
that's great. Okay.
My first job, I don't need to looking for one, so yes, of course, and I stay in French Guiana, so to start working on the European spaceport.
Wow.
It was, and this experience was very interesting. Opportunity to work for a ground system, fluid and mechanical system for Ariane 5 first, and quickly for Soyuz and VEGA installation. It was a bit new, so very good experiences for the 3 launches. And after they proposed me to continue with Arianespace. So and I started to work for satellite integration. Ariane, Soyuz and VEGA also. So that was very cool when you arrive for the first time in a clean room and you saw the satellite. Because before I work only for the ground installation. Like ground installation is a very most important part of a launch campaign. We have lot of activities, lot of companies who work for try to follow all the rocket and the satellite and the campaign. But it's the first time when you go in a clean room, crazy.
I'm looking just at the images right now in the presentation that you shared. It's like you look through the images like wow, and imagine seeing that in person for the first time and having that actual job, as you say. It's a good
the training is very long and a bit hard. You have to make 1 year training before to be operational.
Following procedures.
Yeah, for a lot of procedure, a lot of the technical things you have to learn. But after 1 year, you're operational. You can work like a chief operator for the integration.
So they put you on right away. I mean, after training, you just go. You don't become like an assistant engineer to somebody. You just dive into it right away, right?
When you arrive, you follow the other engineer.
Right. Okay.
Chief operator for the integration. You follow. We have approximately 4 or 5 launch campaign training before to be alone.
I see.
It's a very long process.
And
so a lot of engage for the company also because you make you engage for 1 year training after to be operational, so it's a bit long. So. But it's very interesting. So I start like that for Ariane 5 first. because it's the main launch, so you have to learn a lot of things of that. A lot of the process and how we work. After the first launch campaign alone, like a chief operator, it's really interesting, very exciting.
Very exciting, and I mean, I'm following your journey as on the slides. I don't know if you're going to be okay, but including the slides, if we can include that, maybe again, I don't know, because people who see in this presentation at ISC, they saw your background, the story, and the steps that you went through, and where you are right now with Arianespace as well. It's beautiful to watch. I mean, and you being right now at 32, right?
You're 32.
I mean, it's amazing. It's a good journey, at least, that we can say, right?
Yeah, I know that I'm very lucky to have this opportunity to at the end of my school to go in the operation world of space, because I think it's a very little part of space industry, the operational part. So you can work for design, for development, for exploitation of satellite data, but I really would like to try to operational work, and I found it directly, so that's very cool.
Perfect. Regarding Arianespace, as I said before we started recording, I said when people think about Arianespace, they think big projects. The probably most recent one is obviously James Webb, right? So they always think Arianespace, right? So obviously, the story of Ariane the best. So maybe for the people who are fairly new and only associate Ariane with James Webb, maybe you can tell them a little bit of a backstory of Arianespace and what is Arianespace.
Yes, but it's true. First, yes, I saw James Webb Space Telescope in the clean room. It's so huge, it's so beautiful.
Wow.
It was the most impressive satellite I ever seen. So it was crazy, and during our life, Arianespace make a single launch, make big satellite launches. So that's why we have it's our way of the market.
Yeah.
But now the life of space industry is very increasing, and we have changing a lot of, and we have to follow, we have to adapt.
Yeah.
That's why now we are not only for big satellite launch. We try to change, we try to adapt, and go for ride share.
Right.
For example, when I told you for VEGA first ride share, and the 16, the launch number 16, it was the first one with a lot of 50 satellites inside. So
yeah.
Amazing. Crazy boxes.
Crazy box, yeah. So just to give people some numbers, again, it's easier for me because I have a presentation, and the ones who haven't seen in the ISC. So for Arianespace was created 1980s, right? 200 total employees, currently 1.25 billion in revenue, so that's looking last year, and 5 locations worldwide. And obviously focusing on international clients, but the launch port, as just mentioned, is in Kourou, French Guiana, right? So now speaking about the Ariane, and you're talking about these changes and whatnot. So can you speak about, I don't know if that's a good start where you should start, but just the future plans, and you talk about the rideshare. So why Ariane also deciding now to kind of follow the trend, and do you think it happened on time? Do you think it's too late? I mean, what do you think is happening?
I can give you my point of view. I can talk about exactly for the company, because I work for technical department, operational department. So I'm sure that people who work for the future program department have the best idea. But I can give you my point of view. Yes, we try to take the train for rideshare now, because it's new space, it's faster. We have more constellation. We have to adapt, and we try the first rideshare with VEGA. VEGA and VEGA C for the future. For the future, no, the future is now, because we have already launched VEGA C with good success this summer, so it was very, very cool for the company. And now we wait also Ariane 6. Now we don't have rideshare on Ariane 5, but we have for the future. I saw a new project of rideshare on Ariane 6 now to propose a launch dedicated for a lot of small sat, CubeSat, nanosat, what you want you can put.
And that's which orbit are you gonna do? You're gonna do LEO mainly, right?
I don't know. I don't know exactly.
Yeah.
I have not finished to read
the
paper on this rideshare for Ariane 6.
Yeah. But it's good to see. It's good to see that Ariane is transitioning into that, and obviously for affordable for the end user, right? And that's affordability, especially now with the companies. It's only probably that you can count on one hand how many of these launch companies are out there, right? And obviously you having affordable launch. So maybe we can, I don't know, maybe talking about the prices and whatnot, we'll include on the website that people can follow, because you show me there's an app that you can go and book in a rideshare launch now.